Hello guys, and today you voted in my main channel's video poll that I put up, I think, yesterday or 2 days ago, depends when I put up this video, but you wanted an F1 career mode, so here it is. So I'm just here, just picking my avatar, just choosing the one that really represents me the best. Quite a lot to pick, but I'm just looking through and I think that one suited me the best. Lots of helmets, doesn't really matter for me. Not a big fan of helmets in this game because you don't really see them that much, but I decided to pick this one. I changed the colour a little bit, not too much, but changed it. I am from Britain, so I use Britain. And then my driver number, 19, just suited me a bit, better than other stuff. So I finished it all off and I chose an audio name. Nothing really there suited trap beats, so I just went with no name really, because it just doesn't really suit me, does it, if I just did a random name. So I registered all details and we're going straight, and I picked McLaren here. I was in between Force India or McLaren, but I picked McLaren just as it's an alright team but isn't a rubbish team, so I might get some good finishes with it. Here I definitely wanted Fernando as my teammate. He's experienced. And what we're going to do is these videos are going to be cut up in like 3 parts. So like every race weekend, the first video that will go out will be practice. So this video is practice. Then the next video will be qualifying, as I said. And then the video after that will be the race day. So yeah, so we're loading into Australia. Australia, of course, is the first event of the year, so just loading in and hopefully we'll have a good race. And yeah, so we're up here just choosing what practice program we're going to do, and I chose it is the easiest one to do, so I chose the track annualization one. And as you can see here, I'm not going to show you most of the lap because that'll be a bit boring, but this is me just going through now. As you can see, I was speeding through all of this, and then now we're back at the garage, and we're going to go on to our next thing in practice is our tyre management. This one was quite tricky for me, as for me, I do not look after my tyres. I'm probably one of the worst people for tyres, probably even worse than Valtteri Bottas. But as you can see, I'm about to go, and yeah, it took some time. As you can see here, just about in the green, but could have been better, and it gets worse after that, but it definitely gets worse and worse. And as you can see here, just keeping into that green zone is extremely tough. And yeah, tough indeed. And then now I'm in the red, but it's getting a bit better. And as you can see, coming up to the line, I somehow get into purple. And I crossed the line, done purple. Now is the end of practice, did my 2 for this practice, and as you can see, 6th, which wasn't too bad. Don't know where Fernando was, but he's below 14th. Good thing, bad thing, maybe not. But now coming, we've got an interview, and it's been a lot of hard work, but you must be making your Formula 1 debut. I said, this isn't the end of the journey, it's just the beginning. And how am I feeling things at the team? It's a struggle to remember some names, but I feel right at home at McLaren. But I'm expecting what am I expecting? Well, McLaren have put a lot of faith in me, and I'm going to bring home the points for them. I'm going to earn the points. So I'm guessing they're happy with that little conversation. And yeah, so then we come up to our workstation, get quite a few resource points, and my McLaren rep goes up. I'm still a rookie, of course. But then we go on to practice 2. I'm looking at the R&D chart, and I develops, so I'm going to see if I can get some durability. That'll be good for the car, so we don't, break down in the middle of the track. So on to practice 2, and where we could do quite well, hopefully. So we're going to now go and do this practice. But if you don't like this, practice, then qualifying, then race in like 3 separate videos, down in the comments, tell me like what you want me to do. If you want me just to do a 5 minute, like show you 5 minutes of practice, then go into qualifying, then do the race in a different episode, or just show qualifying in the race in one episode, just tell me, and I'll work around it, see what we can do. And here we are doing another training exercise. We're doing fuel, I think. I don't know, I've been talking to you guys a little too much. I think we're doing fuel, but it's going well at the moment, in green just, but it could get better hopefully. So just coming up to this chicane here, and I'm guessing we didn't do well in that last lap because we didn't pass it. Where are we? Just in the greenish red area. Yeah, now we're in the red. Now we're in the middle again. I seem to like that place, but now coming up to the finish line, we're in grit, so we get green, and now we're just gonna go round, and we're gonna start our 3rd lap. So we're still in the red, which is not a great thing, but of course, then we're in the green up to the finish line. There you go. Got green on that. Now we're going to ERS management. A bit difficult, probably, because it's ERS, you're trying to drive and then you've got to do all this ERS check. But as you can see, we are in green and we're slowly getting better. Pull it into medium ERS deployment, and we're staying in the green. So green's good, but you just got to push for that purple. Purple's very, very nice. As you can see, still going. This is actually not a bad lap actually. I did quite well on this lap. This felt nice and smooth. As you can see, Alonso's just beaten me. He was on the ultra softs. So yeah, put it back in low so we get hopefully high green purple-ish coming up to, not my favourite chicane, but chicane nevertheless, as you can see, right off the racing line. But we're now in purple, activate the DRS. We're in P2 by the way, just very, very nice. Come around this corner, and then we're getting very close to the finish line. And we're still in purple, which is a good thing, but we're still in low, but we're beating the target time anyway. That's all we got to do. We go to the line, I'll put it in high, but then we're dropping, and I go and smack it back into medium. And there we go, we hit purple, so we don't have to do that again, and we finished 5th in practice 2. Alonso in 2nd on the ultra softs, but Max Verstappen were on the ultra softs as well. That's why he came first, probably. So now on to, well, not day 3, but part 3 of the practice. And this is where I do my qualifying pace and my race strategy. So we're just coming up to the board now, and I'll go and get some resource points. No more in the McLaren rep, but it doesn't really matter. going on to day 3 in sunny Australia. Okay, that's a bit weird, but sunny Australia. And then there's the F1 logo. Back in my McLaren car. Then we go to our dashboard, and there we go, qualifying and race strategy. So I do qualifying first because I just prefer to do qualifying. And I always do flying lap because it's just a lot easier and less time consuming. So as you can see here, just a bit wide round there. But I seem not to get that much straight line speed, and I keep losing out, which is a bit of a pain sometimes when you know you're on a good lap and then right at the end it goes red, and then you know, it's really annoying. As you can see here, going well. And we activate our DRS here. This is a weird circuit with 3 DRS zones. Used to be 2, but then they put it to 3. Albert Park. I'm not a big fan of Australia. I don't really like the track. It's not my favourite track. My favourite tracks, I don't know. I do like United States. I do drive quite well on there. Japan's another one that I'm don't really like about. I like Russia. That's a good track. And there you go. I get purple on there. And then we go straight back to our board, and now we're on to our race strategy. This here took quite a while. I had to do 5 whole laps. And I'm probably going to show you pretty much the best bits. So we go out onto the track, and yeah, 5 whole laps. Bit of a pain, but we are sitting in P1 at the moment. Ricciardo and Raikkonen are behind us. And yeah, this isn't a bad lap. Going quite smoothly. So that's a relief if it's going quite nice. Just don't really want to crash a car, really. That's probably something you don't really want to do. So coming up to the chicane, and we get past that with no problems at all. And then there's another chicane after this. Not my favourite chicane, as I think I've already said. But yeah, but I nail it this time quite nicely. A bit wide on the exit, but it's alright. Smash out the little old DRS, and yeah, definitely quite tough. But now Ocon's in 3rd. That's good by Racing Point. Very good by Racing Point, because they'll be happy with that. And yeah, it's going quite well. Going very fast. That's an F1 car, isn't it? But we got green on that lap. Always great. And now just coming up to this next chicane. See what will happen. As I said, not a very nice chicane for me, but I nailed it this time. Bit again, just a touch wide on the exit, but it's pretty good anyway. No one can really fault it. Maybe lost a 10th or 100th, but not too much. And then coming round and coming up to my 3rd lap, and Hulkenberg got himself in 2nd. That's good by the big Hulk. He will definitely be happy with that. There we go. Get another green on that. So now we're going for purple, which will probably be quite tough, as not many of us get purples, because that's like, you know, the best you can do. So through that chicane, and then now we're coming up to my favourite chicane, of course, but I didn't want to show you that because I nailed it very, very well. Of course I nailed it. And coming up to now on lap 4, we've hit the optimum, so we've hit purple. which is good. But Brendan Hartley just been a bit slow, which was a bit of a pain, because really hoped he'd go a bit quicker than that. But it doesn't really matter. It does put us a bit down on our delta, but I can easily make the time up. And yeah, there's nothing really much to talk about, because, you know, I'm flying. And yeah, just, you know, always subscribe, leave a like, and it will be very, very much appreciated. Also comment down below what you're doing in isolation. So it must be very, very boring. Coming up to my final lap, and yeah, that is always great. There you go, finished the lap, and we're on top, but we were on ultra softs, which is the quickest, so don't know, it'll all shape out in qualifying, so we won't have to worry about that. Qualifying is where, you know, hopefully get a good spot for the race, and then hopefully pick up a good amount of points in Australia, and then we move on to Bahrain, which in my experience, I don't really mind. I used to really hate Bahrain, but it's actually alright for me now. I drive quite well on there, as you can see. Everything going well. I'm just checking if I can get anything with my resource points, but obviously not. And you all guys know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you for qualifying in Australia. See ya.